Here with head coach Joel Golding as ACU prepares for SFA tomorrow night. And coach, you're coming off 2 big road wins at Corpus and then at Central Arkansas last week. How big is that for momentum going into this last week of the regular season?
Yeah, I think anytime you win in March, man, it's really, really hard. But to get 2 wins in March on the road is even harder, So really proud of our guys for the effort they had. It's a tough road trip. We were out all week, played 2 really good teams, 2 different teams, and we're able to come out on top both games. So proud of our group. I think we gained some momentum moving forward. We've talked all year about protecting home court, and this gave us the opportunity to come home and with 2 home games here and have the opportunity still playing for something. So we're excited to be back and looking forward to protecting home court.
That game against Central, you start off in a little hole there, but then you pick it up defensively and you come back and you get a 12-point win on the road. Was that part of the veteran team this year of not getting too down to start the game and coming all the way back?
Well, the one thing we haven't done with this group since they've been together from the Southeastern game, we haven't gotten off to a good start. You look at Southeastern, Corpus, and Central, we struggled at the start. And it was, some nights it was offensively, some nights it was defensively. It was both the other night against Central. Obviously, guarding the 3-point line was the #1 key on the board. Coach Tanner just didn't talk about it enough. He only talked about it one time, and so obviously they didn't understand how important it was. And then Coach Tanner talked to him about 50 times in the first media timeout. I think from that point on, we did a much better job on the 3-point line. The second half, they had no 3, so that was the difference in the game. So we've been guarding really well. I thought last week we got back to us a little bit on the defensive end, forcing some turnovers, getting some easy baskets, and taking teams out of what they wanted to do. And we're still trying to figure it out offensively, but we've had some good spurts there. We're playing with a lot of confidence, and I really like the way this team is moving the basketball right now. We're moving the basketball at a really high level. We're cutting really well. We just got to continue to do those things and make some shots.
Now you take on SFA, who's been one of the premier programs in the conference. Struggling a little bit this year, but they're still fighting for Katy. What do you expect from the Lumberjacks?
Yeah, first of all, we have the utmost respect for Stephen F. Austin. They obviously beat us the first time at their place. They got two of the leading scorers in the league. Maybe, I guess they are the 2 top scorers in the league. And then the Fitzgerald's kid's really, really talented and good, really good player as well. So 3 guys that can really score the basketball, can really defend at a high level, and then obviously a ton of respect for their staff. I think I talked about this earlier to the media. I don't think we talk about Stephen F. Enough about what they've done for our league. I mean, they've elevated every program in our league over the last 4 or 5 years. The resources that they've put into men's basketball has challenged everybody in our conference to raise their standards to keep up with them, because if you don't, you're going to get left way, way behind. They've had a tough year. They've had injuries that started in the summer. They've had a ton of adversity. I think Coach Killer and his staff's done an incredible job of keeping this team together. They're still in the fight. Nobody wants to play these guys. In Katy, I can promise you that. We don't want to play them tomorrow. They're talented. They're good. They've got NCAA experience. They've got guys that won championships in that locker room, and so they're going to be ready to play. We're going to get their best shot. We're going to have to play really, really well to give ourselves a chance.
Last week, 2 games left. You got a lot to play for. You're currently in second. How much is that something that you talk about with the guys of seeding and stuff like that?
Yeah, we talk about it a little bit, not much. We don't waste a whole lot of time on it. We've been all year, trust the process, next day mentality, trying to get better each and every day. We said at the very end of this, if we did that, we would look up and we would have a win total that we were proud of, and we'd probably have a situation to play for something. And so there's no reason to change that right now. But in the social media world and the internet, and as fast as you can get things today, I'm sure our guys understand that and know that. So we talked about it briefly. Just that basically the message was we control our own destiny. If we win out, there is no concern for tiebreakers. We control it. And so at this point in the year, when you control something, that's a good thing. There's a lot of times you don't control. You need to win, but you also need other things to happen. So we just got to take care. We have a huge game Tuesday night against a really good team that's obviously played a really good game against Lamar the other night and had the opportunity to win. Probably should have won, deserved to win. So we've got our hands full Tuesday night, and we just got to go try to play good basketball and give ourselves a chance to win that one.
Okay, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck against SFA.
Appreciate it.